Okay, so this week's podcast, sorry it's late. I had a cancellation and we had to do it late. So I'm sorry that it's dropping a little late this week. But this week, Bert, Georgia, Ila, me, and we talk about all kinds of stuff. The pandemic, the holidays, the house we're going to be moving into sometime soon, the dogs, plagues and pandemics throughout history, all kinds of stuff. It's a little bit all over the place. So I apologize. We've been cooped up together for a long time, as I'm sure you have with your loved ones. But I thank you for coming back every week. I hope everybody is well. Hope everybody's being safe and taking care of yourselves and each other. And next week's our book club. And so if you're reading the book club book with us, we'll be talking about it next week. And yeah, I guess that's it. So I hope you enjoy this episode with my family.
I'm having PTSD or no,
you're having
deja vu.
Deja vu.
Yeah.
Which is similar to PTSD.
Shut up. Wow, Ila.
Well, thanks for doing my podcast. I wanted to do a Kreischer family post-holiday wrap-up podcast and talk about Dad's big premiere tonight. I was going to talk about that. Pretty exciting, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Woo, woo. Party, 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 party.
I can't wait to see it. Well, as you know, I said I was going to talk about something on the podcast about the premiere. I was wondering if we should like dress up for a big premiere and like decorate and have any kind of special, I don't have any red carpet, but something like that. Should we do something like that?
Put, like sheets out and make it a carpet.
Do we have red sheets? I don't think we have red sheets.
I have a leopard print sheets.
Oh, we could have a leopard carpet.
Leopard print sheets. Hey,
a leopard carpet.
Special.
What do you think? Should we do that or no?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it might be fun.
I mean, but do we have to wear fancy clothes? Yes.
Well,
girl.
yeah. Maybe your nicest sweatpants.
No.
Or your best pajamas.
Don't give her a cheat.
I mean, we did go to the light show last night, and you guys wore your pajamas. I don't even think you remember how to wear real clothes. Well, Georgia has on real clothes.
I get thrown under the bus every time we have this conversation.
No, you have real clothes on.
You're like, well, you guys are doing this. Oh, but Georgia's doing it.
What?
And Georgia has real clothes on.
I think you're full of malarkey. But should we do that? Should we dress up and make it something special?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should.
And like actual clothes, Ila.
Hey, we can open that box from Snoop Dogg and put the disco ball out.
You can wear that wedding dress that you found at Goodwill. And yes, you can. Can you please wear that?
No.
Please?
You get married tonight for the Go Big Show?
You can wear the wedding dress, and I will wear a tuxedo that I don't have.
Yeah. Oh, well, Ila has a tuxedo jacket. It's just sequined.
Okay, well, then I'll wear that tuxedo jacket, and we can pretend that we're getting married.
No?
Mom, help me. No.
I think it would be fun to get dressed up for the
Wear
big
the wedding
premiere.
dress. You'll look regal.
All right, so how was your holiday? Did you guys have a good time this Christmas? Sort of? You did?
Probably. Yeah.
Favorite present? Georgia. Favorite present?
Favorite present.
Well, I can go first.
Okay, the favorite present.
The phone.
The phone? What phone? You got a telephone? The phone. The phone is ringing.
No.
No?
The phone. The
iPhone?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, you got your iPhone is your favorite.
Ila, pull the mic down to your face. So like have it so that you're talking right into it. There
Hello?
you go.
Yes. So the iPhone. Georgia,
Yeah.
what was your favorite?
It sounds kind of dorky, but like this sweater.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
I gave you that sweater.
I really like this sweater.
It's a good looking sweater, right?
It's comfy.
It's a hoodie sweater. So it's kind of a combination sweatshirt sweater. Oh, that makes me happy.
Sweater.
Oh, yeah.
Dad, what was your favorite present?
I think the comfy.
The comfy?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Even more than the Winston Churchill Crystal Collection?
That was a pretty great gift, but I've been wearing the shit out of that comfy.
The comfy.
I cannot stop wearing that comfy. And that comfy's, I feel like it saved my life.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I've been having anxiety like at night when you're supposed to relax is when I've been getting anxiety has been kicking in, and it is all tactile for me. And that's comfy in these pants. These are UGG sweatpants, and they're like plush on the inside, or not velvet.
They're
but like,
lined, aren't they?
They're whatever this is.
I don't know what that is.
It's like, and they're whatever reason, it really relaxes my body, and I feel so much better with that. Fucking, I mean, I put it on like a uniform.
The comfy.
Going to ward.
Oh,
I don't know.
so good.
There's no one else in our house that does that wears the same thing.
Well, it's because it
Every
takes too much
single
brain energy to just like pick clothes.
Too much brain in it.
What is wrong with you? Like, what is actually wrong with you? It takes too much brain energy to pick out clothes.
Yeah, because
It's not fun to pick out clothes?
no, because
No, she goes, oh, this sweatshirt is just like too big on my left arm.
no, because
Somebody's
it's all about
lazy.
texture, and it's not if it doesn't.
Well,
feel
if you
right, then-
have clothes that are all texture you like, wouldn't it be easy?
no, it
No.
depends on the day and
So
what I-
mean mom buys her clothes that don't have the right
Yeah, let's talk about
texture.
that. Let's talk about getting presents from your mom and then rejecting them simply because from your mom.
Well, that
What do you
does
mean?
happen.
Like a pair of high-waisted, very comfy jeans that you just immediately don't.
No,
You
I
just
try.
just go, hey, screw you, woman. I will not take a
No.
present from you.
No, that's not what happened.
Is that not what happened?
No,
Do you,
it
do-
isn't.
is there a part of you that
That
feels
doesn't happen
super
all the time?
vulnerable when your mom gets you a present?
No,
Liar.
no.
What is it? What is you shut the second mom gets you a present?
It's
you
actually
shiver.
whenever mom gives you anything.
Yeah,
Because
why is
dad
that?
and I will give you food and you'll be like, thank you. And then mom will give you food and you're like, no.
I don't want that. I'm not hungry.
Or like give you a job to do. Like I'll be like, oh, Isla, can you do this for me? And you're like,
Oh,
obviously you say no.
Don't
but like
you two
you go, yeah,
fucking
okay.
start. I texted you two at 12:30 last night and said, would you turn the alarm on? And Isla just write, Gugs?
Isla's okay. I didn't get your texts. I got the one you said like please with 4 exclamation marks. I got that one and I was
But
like,
wait,
what is he texting?
You have the app
Asleep.
on your
I
phone.
don't, because I have a new phone.
Wait, both of you.
I don't.
Isla was up.
I don't.
What do you mean?
Okay,
Your
wait,
apps
hold
didn't
on,
move
hold
over?
on, hold
It did,
on.
but not on my
Pause.
passcodes. Why were you rolling your eyes?
I'm not
Stop.
rolling my
I'm
eyes.
hitting pause.
My
Can
passcodes
I
aren't
hit
over, so I
pause?
tried to. Hold on, stop.
George's raising her hand.
Hold on 1 second. I went to turn on the alarm last night, and the app didn't have my password. It didn't face recognize it. It said no password in this.
Yeah,
And so I said, shit, I'm going to have to I'm going to have to get up because I know you didn't turn the alarm on.
right.
So I texted you, Isla, and Georgia. I said, is the alarm on? And the answer was no. I said, can someone turn the alarm on? Gugs. And then it wrote back, I'm in the bathroom right now, Isla. And Isla wrote, then you're closer.
No, I didn't write back. What you texted, and every time you text us to do something, just me and Isla just assumes that I'm gonna do it. By the way, she was already up. She was standing up, going to the bathroom, and she didn't turn the alarm on. And I was like in my room. I was on FaceTime. So Isla was technically more capable of doing it.
Oh,
And
Isla
still
has
told me to
learned
do
the
it.
art of the path of least resistance.
Yeah,
She has learned the art of the path.
I
of
have a
least
big problem with her and paying for parking.
Okay,
Paying for parking?
okay, like we don't need to talk about
Because
that.
okay,
One
let's
fucking
listen to this
orthodontist
story.
trip.
Let's
and
no two times.
What are you talking
I
about?
take her to the orthodontist. I wait for an hour and a half for her to be finished. I was sitting in my car. This was a couple weeks ago. This wasn't the last time. I was sitting in my car and I was like, I don't like this at all. So Isla got out of the orthodontist and I was in the car and the car was started and I was kind of like driving. I was like, hey, can you just grab this $10, go to the ticket guy, pay for parking and come back in the car? She was like, no. And I said, Isla, I'm in the driver's seat. I'm driving. I don't want to park, get out of the car. Like, it's more work for me to do it. Isla goes, no. Why can't you do it?
Isla.
And I was like, because I'm driving and I don't want to get out of the driver's seat
she
and go
courteously
pay for
drove you there and
parking.
sat there for an hour
I
and a
drove you
half.
to the orthodontist. I sat in the car for an hour and a half and did nothing. And now I don't want to pay for parking. No.
This is the first I've heard of this. That's not okay.
And
Isla.
then, so after a big argument, I ended up getting out and paying for parking.
you did not.
Yep, because she wouldn't do it. So then the last time we went to the orthodontist, I said, hey, I don't want what happened last time to happen again. I'm going to give you the money and the ticket so that when you get out of the orthodontist, you can just walk straight ahead and pay for it so I don't have to get out again. No, I'm not going to pay for parking. Why do I have to pay for parking? It's your orthodontist trip. I'm not going to the orthodontist. I'm waiting in the car for you. No. So I paid for parking again.
So this brings me to the conversation we had earlier today in the living room about
Why shouldn't we adopt a new child?
about
See if we can start fresh and get a good one.
about self-regulation. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do in life. And self-regulation is the part of your brain that goes, well, I better just get it done. Like getting out of the car and paying for parking when your sister very nicely drove you to the orthodontist as a favor for me. She did a favor for me and drove you to the orthodontist, and all she asked you to do is pay for parking. That is very inconsiderate and not very generous of you.
Well, I do regret that. You know that, right?
But you did it twice.
Well, I didn't.
No,
did it twice.
if you did
I know,
it one
but-
time and you regretted it, then the last time you would have paid for parking.
No, but it's not.
It was not
You have
nice.
to know that's not cool.
I know, but I don't.
You did it 2 times, Isla. 2 separate
you
times.
pushing yourself through doing something you don't want to do doesn't happen very often.
Well,
So that's not cool, Isla.
Ba-rum-ba-bum-bum.
Someone
we
still
not talk
hasn't said
about
I'm
this?
I
sorry.
know. It's-
Someone still hasn't said I'm sorry. She has a vulnerability problem.
Or
Everybody
said
in this
thank you.
room has a vulnerability
Or said,
problem.
Thank you, Mom, for the jeans.
I did say that.
She did say
I
thank you
said
for
that.
the jeans.
I just
But when I gave them to her, she looked at them like they were covered in poop.
no, Mom. I did not.
Oh my god, I have poop on my jeans that I need to wash. I just
do?
You
not
do have
right
to-
now.
No, because
Max
shit
sat
her
on me.
jeans.
Did he give you a butt stamp?
Yes.
He's pretty cute right
Hey,
now.
but you still haven't said sorry.
No, hold
That
on.
was really mean.
I think what would be fair now is to go around the room and attack each of us.
Yeah, because I'm
Because
the only one
Isla's the
here.
only one being attacked, and we can attack each and every one of us.
Is this because we've been in one house together for 9 months?
No.
You guys have. I just
We
got in
have.
this
I know
fucking
Bert
house.
just showed up.
We've been in for 9 months. You've been here for what, 2 hours?
No,
No,
he's
I've
been
been
here for
here
2
for-
months.
Hold
Mom,
on.
Yeah.
can I attack you right now?
Sure.
Please.
Go ahead. Bring it on, baby.
Why is the mic like this?
Isla, no one can see your fucking face.
Okay, Mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for the pants.
Aw.
That's not
But
attacking her.
You're welcome.
I would like you to wear them tonight for my premiere.
Okay, that's
I
not.
would like you to wear them. and
Under
then
the
I-
wedding dress.
I would like, you know what would be fun is if we could pick out Isla's clothes to wear to the
I would
premiere.
love it so much.
How about everyone
done
gets,
it.
hang
I've
on,
done
ready? I pick out, hold on. Mom picks out Isla's clothes. Isla picks out my clothes.
Wait, can Isla pick out
Georgia.
my clothes?
Isla picks out your
Because
clothes.
Isla has like good taste.
No, I
Georgia
don't.
picks out my clothes and I pick out Mom's clothes.
You will be fully clothed for the first time in your life.
And
I'll pick
Mom
out
is
your
going to
clothes.
be all but naked.
I was gonna say I'll
She
be in a
better
bikini.
not be. I will be calling child services as my mother shows
Mom's
up
going to be
naked.
in a nightgown teddy. Bum-bum-bum.
This is a family show.
Oh, Mac is.
He's like, I don't want to talk
So
about my mommy.
we got this awesome thing for Christmas I wanted to talk about today.
Wait, are we done?
Wait,
Well, okay,
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
sorry.
let's-
I
you
was
were in the
moving
middle of
on.
attacking everyone. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
just both throw.
Well, I
And
was
we're
saving
waiting to
everybody. I
attack
was
you.
saving. Oh,
Do we
go
not have
ahead.
any Diet Cokes at all?
What?
No, but
Can
that's
I
probably
attack
my
you?
fault.
Can I
You can
attack
attack
you?
me for that.
Dad, can I attack you?
Be careful, but yeah, take a swing.
One of the things. Don't ask me for getting you water. Don't.
No,
don't.
I like.
Oh
You don't
my
deserve to
God.
complain about that. Here we go. Here's the
Oh my
story. Here's the story.
God.
Okay.
Oh my God. I can't believe that came out of your mouth.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go on my story again. Can I do that?
I don't know.
About the car and him asked me to Google 20,000 things.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
we were
well,
in the
hold on.
car.
Oh, is this
on-
attack dad moment?
This
Is
is
everybody
attack
attacking?
dad. So we.
You're used to- you called this game, big boy.
I have a
listen.
feeling it's only going to be me and Isla getting attacked today. Because
Okay.
2 people aren't cool with being attacked.
So
I'm
whenever.
being attacked.
Listen.
There's nothing to attack me for. I'm almost perfect.
Oh really? God complex? I smell a God complex.
Yeah, I could really attack you.
Okay, Georgia's attacking now. So whenever it is me and dad and any other combination of people, if ever I'm in the room, I turn into Bert servant, and if he needs anything, he goes, Georgia, can you do this? I was filling up my water bottle last night, and he goes, Georgia, can you fill up my water? And just left.
Hold on.
And I was like,
yeah, I was
what?
right next to
Okay,
you.
I was in the middle of filling my own water bottle, and you're like, Georgia, can you fill up my water? And just left. He didn't even give me time to say no. But there was one time where Isla and I were in the car on the way to Mount Baldy, and he was talking about 90s movies. And I swear to God, these were the questions in a row. Georgia, can you look up movies that were set in 1920? Georgia, give me the top 10 movies set in 1920. Georgia, look up when the Titanic sank. Georgia, look up how long it took the Titanic to sink. Georgia, look up how much time passed between the Titanic sinking and World War I. Georgia, look up...
This is so accurate.
Georgia, look up the time span between World War I start and end. Georgia, look up how long it took between World War I and World War II to start.
Georgia, when did World War II end?
Georgia, when did World War II start and end? Georgia, can you make a list of the movies that were set in World War I and II? And I was in the back seat. Isla was just going, Dad, look at that mountain. Dad, look at those lights. And I was
amazed.
Googling. I feel like his personal assistant.
Well, we
Because
found
you're
out
so dependable.
as opposed to fucking Isla. Google when Princess Margaret burned her feet. Margaret Lai was an actress in 1932. No, that's not her. She began her acting career, Isla. That's not her. She
That's
began
not
her
Princess
acting career with
Margaret.
Cary Grant. Isla, you're googling the wrong person. Okay. The Princess Margaret scalded her feet. Scalded her feet.
That was exactly it.
You have no idea how accurate Georgia. I swear to God, if you went through her Safari browser in her phone, those were the exact things I was wondering.
Yeah. And then he was looking up how many people it takes to watch a movie to make the movie considerably successful.
That's exactly.
So he made me look up the percentages of people that watch a movie in order for it to be considered
It's amazing.
successful.
It's amazing. It's
And I was
amazing when you
like-
have Georgia in a car what you learn.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Georgia's like Siri.
Georgia, how many people? I'm doing it right now. Georgia, how many people? This is exactly how I was doing it. How many people watched Titanic? What was it like? 200 million people watched Titanic?
Yeah, it was a lot of people. It was like 73% of all the population has seen Titanic, and like 33% adults have not.
Wow.
And they're all in Sierra Leone.
What?
No, I'm joking. I'm just
they're
making a joke.
I was like, what are you talking about?
We have a very informative. I want donuts right now so bad.
We don't have donuts. I'm sorry.
We had a very informative.
Ride to Mount Baldy?
That was the ride back. The ride there was fucking jabberjaw in the front seat. I've never seen fog like this, Dad. I had a dream about Georgia last night.
Jabberjaw.
Isla.
Idiot, it was on 4 Mountain Dews, or 2, and then 2 Monster Energies.
Yeah, she woke up and murdered a Mountain Dew. Murdered it. Eyes closed, drool still on her face, crack to the throat. Just takes it, comes into my room and goes, Dad, you said if I was up, we'd go to Mount Baldy and see snow. And I went, you're right. Let's go.
The only reason she woke up, though, is because you told her she
5:07.
wouldn't. Last night, you were like,
Only
Isla,
reason
you will
she
not
woke
wake up. I believe it when I see it. And Isla was like, okay, I'll do it. I just need 3 Mountain Dews. Or
She
2
did.
Mountain Dews.
She got up by herself
At 5:07.
at 5:07, woke
You
up Dad,
oddball.
woke up Georgia, and went out the door. Now, if I had asked her to do that, she would have rather cut off her left toe.
So now you just need to reverse psychology her.
Is that it? Don't go to school.
No,
See, the
thank
problem
you.
is she'd go, okay. I don't want
She
to go
was
to
a
school.
jabberjaw that whole ride out to Mount Baldy.
I tuned it out.
And then a lunatic at Mount Baldy.
She would climb up this mountain of snow
lunatic.
and then just go, I'm falling, and roll down the
let
hill.
her body go limp and slide down the hill. And I was like, and there were rocks down there. And
Like
she's sliding
big
down
rocks.
snow. I have a video. I'm not even shitting. I swear to God. Look at this video.
And she'd just be like, Dad, catch me. And Dad'd be like, I'm not catching you. And she'd be like, too bad. And she'd just slide past him and he'd have to like throw himself at her.
But this has always been Isla in the woods. She's always been like that
In
in the
snow.
woods.
And then we parked because we went to go see the view and she was like, I see a bird. And we sat in the car for like 3 minutes while she just sat there and took pictures of
Look at
this
this.
bird. And we did not see a bird.
Look at this.
We can't stop you. Okay? Isla,
Oh my God.
Isla.
That's so fun, though.
Look at this.
Wait, you just showed the sunrise now.
Hey,
There she goes. But was it fun, Isla?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it
it
hurt
was
my butt. I have bruises, but
You do?
I know. I want to go back when I have good pants on.
Oh, you didn't have good
I
pants
had
on?
jeans.
You can get your snowboard pants out and wear those.
And then you can
Snowboard.
really roll down.
That's why I say I snowboard.
Are we gonna go skiing this year?
No.
No.
COVID, baby.
No, because your mom has a social conscience.
And we
I was
don't?
just talking to I was talking to Adam Ray about this. Adam Ray is driving right now up to Seattle to see his family with his fiance. And I said, it's so funny. We wanted to drive up there. He's like, do it. He's like, I'll give you some great places to visit on the way up. I was like, yeah, Georgia wants to go to school up around there, I think. And he's like, do it. And I was like, we can't because my wife doesn't feel like it's socially responsible because your mom, Leanne, I'll say this out loud to everyone, but Leanne believes that if our government says stay-at-home orders are in place, that you then should stay at home. And that should be the rules. You could have jaunts out to Mount Baldy to go see snow if you're not interacting with people and you're staying in your car and just getting out to take pictures and stuff. But as far as living at your house, you should not rent Airbnbs. You should not go to Utah. You should not go to Aspen.
Well, our government is saying we should not leave. Really, we shouldn't leave our own county. Should stay in our own county. So do stuff in your county. Drive to the beach, stay in your car, park, watch the sunset, and go home.
She did the same thing at the beach.
I know.
She rolled down
in
hills
the
of
fucking
sand.
I was wondering why there was so much sand on my water bottle last night. Like my water bottle was covered in sand, and I was like, oh, because freaking
Oh my God.
here. What?
Speed limit gremlin. If you go 1 mile, barely 1 mile over the speed limit, Isla goes, how's your speed? And you're like, I'm 1 mile over it. She goes, uh-huh. And then when I was driving, I was going way over the speed limit, and Isla said no words. She was just like, okay.
Well, because last time I said anything, you yelled at me and said, "You're not the one driving."
You yelled at me.
Stop.
Oh, so you listen to me about speed limit, but not about parking?
Oh my goodness.
Parking? Oh, God.
The fact that you two can operate independently in society without mom and I is befuddling to me.
They can? When does that happen?
The fact that they're even got a parking structure bill paid at all.
Oh, no.
How do you not believe
They're very
it's so
competent
easy?
young ladies. I think they're very competent. I just think, they're very competent.
Sure they are.
Yeah,
Sure
you
they
don't
are.
give them enough
Hey,
credit.
Mom, which way is north and south? Where are you? Well, we're not really sure. Do you remember that when we were tracking them on
Yes.
Life 360? All right. You guys are, how the fuck did you guys get out past the 405? I don't know. We're a little lost.
That's part of learning. Some of that you have to let them make mistakes that are safe and appropriate so that they
little
can learn
mister,
and figure
I
it
hit a
out.
police car.
I hit a police car?
It was a long time ago, and it was listen.
I don't know how they
I
can
am
pay for
so
a parking
tired
ticket.
of
You hit a
people
police car.
using stuff against me that happened fucking 30 years ago.
Still happened.
32 years ago, I hit
Still
a cop
happened.
car.
And you hit a
But
car
wait,
in the driveway.
But wait, how did you hit a cop car? What
I
happened?
sneezed.
You Wait, what? I forgot that part.
So we can't pay for a parking ticket.
No.
You
No.
Stop.
I need more. Were you like at a red light or
yeah.
something?
Someone's sensitive.
Wait, no. I want to know. What do you mean you
this is a
sneezed?
moot point. There's
It's
no
not a
learning
moot
lesson.
point.
There's no
It's
learning lesson here.
hysterical.
This is
No. Wait.
Didn't
Were
you
you
also hit a brick
driving
wall?
and then you just sneezed? Were you pulling up behind
I
him?
hit a brick wall too.
You hit a brick wall
I hit a brick
from
wall.
sneezing?
No.
You may need some
that time
allergy
he
medication.
coughed.
Wait, why did you hit a brick wall?
This is nothing.
But no, I really
so
want to know
stupid.
about the sneezing. So where was the police car? What was the circumstance? Were
Police
you?
car was in front of me. I was behind it.
What were you like at a red light?
We were stopped at a red light, and I had my foot on the clutch, and I sneezed, and my foot slipped off the clutch, and the car jumped forward and bumped into the back of a police
Okay,
car.
so that's a very different story than I was driving with my foot on the accelerator, sneezed and hit a cop car. You just
No, I was just
you
sitting.
sneezed so violently that your foot slipped off the clutch. But they don't know what a clutch is. They don't know what that means.
yeah.
We
They know
also
everything.
don't know how you hit a brick wall.
How
That was
did
in
you hit a
that was
brick
in
wall?
Golf cart. That was in a golf
In
cart.
a golf cart?
Yeah, I was.
Still a brick wall.
But no, wait. But how did you? But what happened?
I was pulling up to go. Dad and I were playing golf. I was in must have been like 12 years old, and Dad was letting me drive, and I said, "Can I drive up to the snack bar?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Oh God!
And there was this kid hosing off golf carts, kind of like sitting a little bit on the brick wall, like the corner of the brick wall was here, and he was like standing right here
Yeah.
and hosing off carts. And I saw him, and Dad goes, slow down. And I said, I got it. And he goes, well, get us there. And so I hit the gas, and he goes, stop. And I whiskey throttled. I just punched the gas, and I full speed ran into a brick wall, and the kid jumped up on the brick wall, and his feet were in the air, and I hit right in between his legs. Like,
Oh my God.
right in between
You
his
were
legs.
going to hit the guy.
And the hose was still there, and the guy's legs were up, and I missed the guy. The guy jumped and sat on the brick wall and threw his feet up, and I ran into the brick wall, and he's like, were you trying to kill me?
Oh my God.
And I was like, I'm only 12.
So
$5,000.
It sounds like you and Max and Carter may have something in common.
Oh my
with
God,
driving
with their like
when they hit each other. So how did you hit a car in your driveway?
Wait, why is this all about me?
No, it
Because
wasn't
your
supposed
comedy
to
is
be
all about us.
Oh,
wow.
Truth be told.
Wow.
You guys say I'm not smart.
No one says you're not smart.
You
I
say
say
Ila's not smart. Not you.
I do not say that either. We do not say either of those things.
Sorry, Mac. I hit. What did you ask?
a child.
No,
I hit another car. So back in the day when, if your battery was dead with a stick shift, if you rolled it and popped it out of into gear, then it would start. You didn't need it. The battery could be dead, and then you could charge your battery that way. So I was in our driveway at Mom and Nana and Papa's old house, and my battery was dead. So I got in the car. I put it in reverse. Right. I put it in gear. I then got in the car and started pushing with one foot. And as I was pushing with one foot, it started to roll back, and I popped the clutch, and I didn't realize my sister's car was right there, and it ripped the door off my car.
Oh God, because your door was open.
My door was open, and then I was like, well, I guess my battery could be dead now. The fucking door doesn't work anymore. I fucked up so many cars, you have no idea.
Oh,
I
no.
wrecked so often.
Why?
I don't have a kind of brain that I was out to lunch always. And I
And
would
who
just
gave you your driver's license?
The state of Florida?
I should never have been driving at 16. I got my first accident I want to say a month into driving.
Did you really? But you know what? To be honest, I think driving is a really big responsibility.
It should
And
not be given to people.
It should
Young.
only be given to people who really are ready. So as difficult as the laws are out here now, where you have to have 8 hours of professional driving school and you have to go through all this training, it's actually a really good idea. I mean, they're asking you to operate a motor vehicle, and you're putting your own life and other people's lives, in the hands of a 16-year-old. I don't know that I didn't have any accidents or anything like that, but I think back to the way I drove, and I definitely wasn't a good driver. The only reason I didn't have accidents because I was in Bowden. There was nobody there. It was an empty city. So, but if I had lived in LA, I think it's pretty impressive that you drive as well as you do in this city, Georgia.
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I don't drive.
Well, when I drive with Dad,
I can't do it.
he
Micromanages.
socially profiles every driver.
He does?
Yeah.
So I'll be driving, and there'll be some guy that's like
Oh, hold
going
on
a
one
little
second. Hang on one
faster than
second.
me,
Hang on one
and
second.
he's like,
Hold on one
"This guy's a
second.
low life. He has no reason to be living."
Hold on, that's not what I say. And by the way, this is
has no reason to
super
be
dangerous territory to be saying Dad socially profiles people. I don't socially profile.
has no reason to be
Hold on one
living.
second. I've never said he has no reason to be living. What I've said is, look at this fucking asshole with his mirror taped onto his fucking car. He has no respect for himself or his car, and he's clearly didn't pay attention once. He's not paying attention now. Get the fuck out of his blind spot. That's what I'll say. I will
So you
say
get
that.
to the lesson after you humiliate the person.
But the person
Who gives a fuck? You don't know that guy.
You.
I know, but it's still not nice.
You can judge the way someone's going to drive based on the profiling their car. You can
profile their car.
If you see a guy in a fucking in a Porsche with lights underneath it and a big whale tail on the back, you're like, this asshole has got something to prove. He's going to be flying down the street. Stay the fuck away from him.
Yeah.
If you see a guy in a beater with fucking garbage all in it, you're like, all right, fuck this guy. He's clearly not paying attention.
But that's not every single car you judge. Like
judge
there's some
everyone.
normal cars, and you're like, and it's just like
Stop.
way that he stopped at the stoplight, and you're like, this guy has, this guy just got.
No, it is very often that Bert goes, this guy's drunk. He's drunk. Just stay away from him. He's totally drunk, and he'll be texting.
Texting or something.
You stay back, George. Stay back. You just drop back, George.
Yeah, well, I remember the time I go,
Give him
no,
space,
hold on.
give him space, give him space.
I was accurate. I was accurate on that. I go, this guy's fucking drunk, Georgia. Back off him. And she goes, and sped up. I go, Georgia, give him a little space. He's weaving between things. She goes, and gets right on his fucking tail. I go, Georgia, you're catching back up to him. Give him some fucking space. I am a defensive driver, and I learned that because I am a catastrophe thinker. When mom got in her accident and totaled, see, that's how you tell a story about me, and totaled our car one time with Ila in it. Like, you see how you...
Ila didn't notice.
Even though it was not my fault.
Yeah, but it was your fault because you...
No, it wasn't my
Didn't
fault.
the lady die?
No, the lady
Holy
didn't die.
God.
Isla, good God. No.
No.
What happened then?
She gave you cookies.
No, we were at
That
a
was a
red
police
light. The
officer.
light turned
No, it wasn't.
green.
And mom said...
And I went through the
Mom
light.
said, green go, as opposed to maybe taking a look and seeing, every now and then, if it goes green, I go, let me make sure no one's flying through this.
Well, this woman ran the red light going 45 miles an hour and hit us.
Did she get in like a really bad accident? Didn't her car go
yes,
under ours?
her car she was in a Prius and we were in a Navigator and her Prius was destroyed and she went to the hospital. And I didn't even know what had happened. I didn't even know she had hit us. The car just stopped moving. And I thought the car had just died. Like the motor had turned off. And I was like, what's going on? I was in the middle of this sort of big intersection. And I looked out my driver's window and saw this car practically underneath our truck. I didn't even know she had hit us. That Navigator was so sturdy and big.
That was a heavy
That it was a heavy car. It was how many years ago? You were 4. So it was 10 years ago. Yeah, I didn't.
The
even
point
know
is,
she hit me.
I maybe incorrectly and maybe obsessively assess situations, but while I'm in them, and I predict behaviors based on stimuli.
Yes.
And so if I see a car, or if I see like a young girl in a Mercedes truck, like the fucking
The $90,000.
and I immediately go, I go, she's not paying attention. I know she's not paying attention. She has been given a very expensive car by her family. She has not earned that car. She is definitely in it for her, and I guarantee you her phone is right next to her if it's not in her hand. But maybe that's called profiling. Maybe that's a horrific thing to do, but I just assess all situations for my own safety.
Isn't that just stereotype?
It is stereotyping. Yes, it is. Yes. But I don't go, look at that guy in a car. He's black. Oh, God, everyone get away from him. I go, I assess every situation honestly.
Right.
And appraise it. And I think that's okay to do as long as you're not letting fucked up things judge those things.
Right, right.
As long as you're going, God damn it, it's a woman driving. Everyone out of the fucking way. Like, although I definitely
You've done that.
Done that once or
more than
twice? Maybe.
I've done that with you.
You do that with me all the time. Even though I haven't really had any accidents that were my fault. Somehow I am a dangerous driver.
Why?
That's what you tell me. What are you doing?
No,
Where are you going?
no.
Stop.
We have different priorities.
Driving with both of you is stressful.
What do you mean?
Mom,
But
mom.
especially at nighttime, because he
You
tries
mean
to
when
micromanage.
one of us is driving or you driving?
When one of you is driving.
Oh, got it.
Mom's better. I'm worse. I'm way worse.
I try not to say anything.
No, I'm
Every
already
once in a
know.
while.
I'm really bad, and I think it's a problem. I think it creates tension between me and you when it shouldn't, and it's my fault because I need to control the situation, and I'm not good at giving directions or instruction. I'm very bad.
Speaking of control,
What about it?
the birthday cake at the house. You remember what I'm talking about?
No.
With the candles.
No.
Yeah, God.
Isla knows what I'm talking about.
Wait,
No.
is someone at our front door?
No.
Mona's barking.
Is your alarm going off for our front door? I'm
I
expecting
don't
a
know.
delivery.
You are?
Yeah, right now.
Of what?
I don't have anything.
Oish.
I don't have my phone with me.
Oh, well, I need to go check. I think that's the delivery.
Okay. I don't
Mac is
see
barking up
motion
our alarm.
backyard, no.
I know what you're talking about.
Never mind. It was when Teddy was sleeping and we were trying to figure out the birthday cake.
Yeah.
And everyone was trying to cut it a different way. Do you remember
Oh.
that?
Yeah.
That was funny.
It's just kind of normal. I didn't really think of it as anything out of the ordinary.
I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it would be fun to dress up and celebrate Dad's big premiere. So let's do that.
I do too. Isla can wear her wedding dress. I really want chips and salsa.
We have chips and salsa.
I know, I've been craving it for a week and a half.
Well,
And
we've
I've
had
been-
it twice this week.
I know. It's got me on a dark path.
You know what just got delivered?
What?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Are you kidding me?
No.
To eat now?
To eat when we watch the Go Big Show.
What time
Buffalo
is it?
Wild Wings?
Yeah.
Didn't Rocky have a birthday party there?
Yes.
I remember
It's only
that birthday party.
$3.50,
I know.
but it's at 6.
Yep. I guess they wanted us to have it early.
Can we eat it now and then pretend that we're eating it like green screen?
Green screen?
Green screen it?
Green screen?
And just be like, put green screen over like a ball and just be like, wow, this is so good, chomp.
So I have to tell you something. I think you both,
Chomp.
I feel like you've both kind of adjusted to this pandemic way of life. Not that you're enjoying
Sadly.
it, but you seem lighter. Like energetically, you seem a little lighter. How are
Well,
you feeling?
It's just, I don't know. It's really weird because I've noticed that it's harder to like jump into social things
Interesting.
in the because you're so used to being with the same people that it's harder to like, because hello?
Wrong delivery, but this one,
Who's that from?
Los Angeles Kings.
Ooh.
Oh, no way.
They're
Oh, that's
soft.
cool.
They're soft.
Very nice. That's really cool.
Yeah. Los
Okay.
Angeles Kings just sent this.
That's really cool.
That is
Pretty
cool.
fucking nice.
Yeah. Maybe one day we'll go to their
these aren't
games.
cheap. Check the price tag, everybody.
There's a price tag.
I don't know how to check a price tag.
Is he no?
I don't have a price tag.
Yeah, you
now.
do.
Matt,
I don't have a
you?
price
On your hand,
tag.
on your wrist.
Wowza. That's a fancy.
Love you, Matt.
Yay!
Genie Turbo, eat your heart out.
Los
Right.
Angeles
Oh my
Lakers colors.
Yep.
Pretty fucking badass.
Maybe
That's
they
pretty
had
cool.
a love baby, and it is
Hey,
this
thank you,
jersey.
Los Angeles Kings.
I don't
Yeah.
know
Go,
if they're
Kings,
listening
go.
to this.
I know, right?
I don't watch hockey.
Do they get to play
hockey.
this year? They're not playing, are
No,
they?
everyone's playing. They played last year.
Oh, Izzy,
Oh, yeah?
so
that.
kind.
Wait, aren't the Kings hockey?
Yes.
Or are they
Hello.
football?
Hey,
They're
Isla,
hockey.
Isla, sit upright so you can talk into the microphone.
Dad, I can't sit up right now.
Mac, get off her. It's because you know what it is. Is because you play with that dog's emotions.
What? What do you mean? Look
Are
at
you
his
fucking
face.
serious? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Have you ever been sitting out here and all of a sudden you hear the dogs screaming and howling at the top of their lungs?
Yeah.
And
Isla
you
will
walk
just
in and
sit
you realize
there and
one of the
sit like,
dog is Isla, and she's going, oh.
She's connecting. So we were just talking about, but when you went to pick up this delivery, about how they energetically seem a lot lighter, like that they're not, that they've kind of adjusted to the pandemic. And Georgia was saying she finds it harder to jump back into social situations because she's been with these three people for a while. And you know what's really interesting? Last night we picked up to-go food, and we were with Sandy, even though we were socially distanced, we were outside and we had masks on. And I found the same thing to be true. I felt very awkward. And I still see her on a Zoom 3 days a week doing Drop Squad.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what to talk about. It
But
was
it's
very
different
odd.
because when you guys are doing Drop Squad, like you're actually doing something, so you can't talk.
Yep.
Like you can talk about what you're doing.
Yep.
And you still call and text, but when you're calling and texting, you're also doing something else.
Yep.
But when you're like actually in person with someone, your full focus and attention is on them and like a conversation. So it's a lot different because when you're on FaceTime, you can like go on pause and then like scroll through your phone. If like the conversation gets boring, or if if you just yes you do. You play Minecraft. But then when you like jump into a situation like with the hay slips, and we've known them forever and it shouldn't be awkward, you just kind of stand there and you're like, I don't know what to do. I haven't done this in like 2 months.
It's also,
Interesting.
hold on, there also is a intimacy that is, you're not allowed to get near them. Like,
Yeah.
we had to say, we stayed 10 feet away from them last night.
Yep.
And everyone wore masks. And
And we were
so-
outside.
And we were
Yeah.
outside.
But even like in
And what
the,
sucks is I wish I was saying that just for the camera. I wish I was just saying that and being like, but that was a lie.
Yeah.
I look at everyone and no one's socially distancing anywhere
No, not really.
at all.
No, but it's also weird because in the beginning of quarantine when we would socially distant, it wasn't as awkward. Like, because we were still, like, I
Yeah.
noticed even when we were socially distant and wearing a mask and talking, still felt like more normal.
Yeah.
But now that like quarantine's gotten longer and that's kind of all you can do, then it's like, it's awkward
It's more awkward.
because you're like, okay.
Well, each generation has their own thing they've got to handle and deal with. For my generation, it was nuclear annihilation.
Oh yeah, we were terrified.
We were
of the
terrified
nuclear
that,
war.
that the world could end at any minute because the Russians would drop nukes. And I also, it's for my dad's generation. Their dads went to war, and my dad's generation went to war. I mean, life isn't. I think it's just a little bit of adversity is probably normal for the human experience.
I think so.
And you guys got in my opinion, a real fucking shit one.
You got a big
This
double dose.
sucks. Double dose of
But
sucks.
if you read in history books about what the country went through during World War II, and women went to work who didn't typically work, and food was rationed, and people sacrificed, and they donated metal and donated, all kinds of stuff for the cause, and it has happened over and over again in a different way. You're right, Bert. That's a good point. You have something to say there?
Hasn't there been a pandemic every 20 of the 20, like 1920, 1820, 2020?
This
every
fact
100
brought
years?
to you by TikTok.
No.
I'm certain you saw this on TikTok.
no,
I'm
no,
certain-
She did see it on TikTok, but she's not wrong.
So what was the pandemic in 1920?
The plague.
It was a Spanish
It was
flu.
the Spanish flu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the Spanish flu.
And then like the
And
plague
then
was in
1820?
1820 or something like that.
was it the plague?
No, I think it was like measles.
The plague
or
was
whatever.
in medieval.
No,
times.
But
wasn't
there
it?
was always apparently there's this big theory about how history is repeating itself.
Every
How
100
like
years?
every 100 years there's this big epidemic or pandemic of an illness that they just can't figure out.
Yeah.
Like
Well, yeah, the Spanish flu
yeah.
was 1920, 1918, 1920.
And then wasn't the chicken pox or something? Some type
Why
of
are-
pox?
Smallpox.
Can you
Measles
kind of talk
or
in the
something.
mic, Isla?
I am
Smallpox.
trying to.
No, you're not.
Dad,
You're
I'm
not.
yes, I am. Yes, I am. Am I hosted? Yes, see, I am.
No,
Okay.
Well, I know that the Titanic sunk in 1920. Or not 1920.
1912, I think, right? 1912.
I
I don't think it was.
No, it was
1920.
before the.
Hi, Matt.
It was 2 years before World War One or two or whatever that one was.
Okay, so during the pandemic, has there been
This girl.
anything that you are doing that you would like to continue doing after everything opens up? Is there anything?
Sleep.
Absolutely not.
Nothing.
I
Sleeping.
get no enjoyment out of the pandemic.
None
Sleeping.
whatsoever. No glass half full at all. No
Sleeping.
like watching movies with my parents. No spending more time with my animals. No.
Okay, first
Nothing?
pandemic, 430 BC
Okay, we don't.
Oh my god.
during the Peloponnesian War.
How you know
A
that?
disease passed through
Isla,
Libya.
hey,
They put it on
God.
TikTok.
They put it on TikTok.
And then 165 AD, the Antonine plague.
Okay.
That was the first an early appearance of smallpox that began with the Huns when they infected the Germans who passed it to the Romans, and then returning
Oh my god.
troops spread it through the Roman Empire. Symptoms include fever, sore throat, diarrhea, and if the patient lived long enough, pus-filled sores.
Oh,
I think we got off easy with what I just say.
With COVID.
The plague continued for 25 years. 25 years,
Wow.
claiming Emperor Marcus Aurelius as one of its earliest victims.
Imagine quarantine lasts for 25 years.
By the way, less than 100 years from then, in 250 AD, the Cyprian plague, named
I didn't
after
know the smallpox
first
was that
known
old.
victim. Christian bishop, Carthage, the Cyprian
Are there
plague
big pox?
entailed diarrhea, vomiting, throat ulcers, fever, and
Medium
gangrenous
pox?
hands and feet.
gangrenous hands and feet.
Justinian
One
plague.
size
By the
fits
way,
all
these
pox?
are horrific.
All right, so we're
horrific.
doing okay with Corona.
Hold on, no.
So far.
Let's.
Mom
okay.
is eager
Thank-
to move on.
Yeah, thank God. And we didn't live in the 11th century where we got the leprosy. was
Yeah,
the plague.
leprosy's bad.
Leprosy.
It's when your body parts fall off.
Your body parts just
It is
rot.
a slow developing
right?
bacterial disease that causes
Maybe your
sores and
finger has
deformities.
leprosy.
Leprosy, believed to be a punishment from God, ran in families. Okay? The Black Death in 1350. So we had a huge
Yeah.
couple hundred
Only
years
in the
there.
fingers.
1492, the Columbian Exchange. Following the what was that?
Isla, is your mic upside down?
Isla, your mic's upside down.
Dad, I can't. This is really difficult for dogs.
I understand.
I told
that.
Isla she had leprosy in her finger. And it was like, maybe you have leprosy in your finger. And she goes, is leprosy still around? And I said, yeah, but you can only get it in your finger. And she was like,
Leprosy's
what?
still around.
I don't know.
Yeah, but only in your finger. Only your pointer finger on your right hand.
Dad, please continue.
The Great Plague of London, 1665. Holy shit.
You're wrong, Isla.
They had a spike and it just went away. In another devastating appearance, the bubonic plague led to the death of 20% of London's population.
Wow.
Oh my god.
As human death tolls mounted and mass graves appeared, hundreds of thousands of cats and dogs were slaughtered as the possible cause of the disease spread through ports along the Thames. The worst outbreak tapered off in the fall of 1666. So a year later, around the same time as another destructive event happened, the Great Fire of London. Cholera, 1817.
Cholera is so disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, do you know what it is?
Spreading through, oh my God, I do know what it is.
I like cholera is where poop gets in the water.
Spreading through
drink it and
the
you get
feces,
sick.
infected water, and food.
Ew.
The bacterium was
literally
passed
drink
along to
poop.
British soldiers who brought it to India, where millions died.
Oh no.
The
You literally poop
third
until you
plague
die.
pandemic, starting in China and moving to India and Hong Kong, the bubonic plague claimed 15 million victims.
My
The
God.
Fiji measles pandemic speaks for itself. The Russian flu. The first significant flu pandemic started in Siberia and Kazakhstan, traveled to Moscow and made its way to Finland, then Poland, then moved into the rest of Europe. By the following year, it had crossed the ocean into North America and Africa. By the end of 1890, one full year, 360,000 people had died. The Spanish flu. Now we're getting to the home stretch. The avian-borne flu resulted into 50 million deaths worldwide. The 1918 flu was first observed in Europe, the United States, and parts of Asia before swiftly spreading around the world. At the time, there were no effective drugs or vaccines to create this killer flu strain. Wire services report of a flu outbreak in Madrid in the spring of 1918 led to the pandemic being called the Spanish flu. By October, hundreds of thousands of Americans died and body storage scarcity levels hit crisis. But the flu threat disappeared in the summer of 1919 when most of the infected have either developed immunities or died. That was one full year. 1957, the Asian flu, which is now racist, I'm assuming, as is the Spanish flu, to call it, named it after the people. Starting in
Wipe your
Hong
snot on
Kong,
me?
it turned people Asian. Oh my God,
No,
this
it
is
didn't.
I'm kidding. And spread it through China and then into the United States. The Asian flu became widespread in England, where while there, over 6 months, 14,000 people died. A second wave followed in 1958, causing an estimated of 1.1 million deaths globally. And then HIV/AIDS. That was a pandemic.
It was an epidemic.
Yeah, I guess that fucking
it was
AIDS.
an epidemic. Yeah.
I remember this. I guess I've lived through two pandemics because I remember when AIDS
One
started, and I
epidemic
went
and one
downstairs and I told
pandemic.
Nana and Papa, "I'm pretty sure I have AIDS."
You did.
I will. You know what's fucking crazy about anxiety?
It was like,
Is
my nose is
I'm
running.
pretty sure I have AIDS.
because they showed a picture of a guy on a boat who had skin lesions, and I was like, "Oh my God, I've got those." And they were freckles. I didn't know that. I
Oh
thought
my God.
And
You
so
thought
I
your freckles were lesions?
fucking went
Oh
downstairs and
my
I was like, Nana, Papa, I'm pretty sure I have AIDS. And my uncles are there. And I said it so sincere that they started laughing so hard. And I said, it's not funny. I'm dying. Like it's on 2020.
Oh my God. Yeah, the AIDS epidemic, what was so scary, what was good about that is it was super preventable. Like, you know.
It wasn't super preventable, but it was preventable.
Pretty preventable.
Well, you could tell it to Arthur Ashe. I mean, he got it. It wasn't preventable because a lot of people didn't know about it, and they were doing blood transfusions. We're talking about 1981 is when this outbreak came,
Right.
And people didn't know about
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
Now it's preventable.
Well, yeah.
It's
became
dodgeable and it's
preventable.
treatable a little
Yes.
now. AIDS destroyed a person's immune system, resulting in death by disease that the body would usually fight off. Any disease the body would usually fight off, that is what killed you. Those infected HIV encountered fevers, headaches, enlarged lymph nodes, and symptoms subsided, carriers became highly infectious through the blood and genital fluid, and the disease destroyed T cells. SARS. That's not the one I got. I got the swine flu.
H1N1.
I got H1N1. First identified in 2003, severe acute respiratory syndrome is believed to have possibly started with bats, spread to cats, then to rats, shats, dats, and bats. Humans in China, followed
And
by
frats.
26 other countries, infecting 8,000 people with 740 deaths. SARS is characterized by respiratory problems, a dry cough, fever, head and body aches, is spread through the respiratory droplets from coughs and sneezes.
That's so
Quarantine
gross.
efforts proved effective, and by July, the virus contained and hasn't reappeared since. China was criticized for trying to suppress information about the virus at the beginning of the outbreak. COVID-19, March 11th, 2020. I can tell you where I was. I was sitting in New Orleans in a tour bus, about to go on stage.
Yep.
My
I was at school?
promoter came in. My promoter came in and said, I think we're going to cancel the show tonight. And I was like, what? And he's like, there's an outbreak and a pandemic. And I went, you guys are fucking with me. The World Health Organization announced that COVID-19 virus was officially a pandemic after barreling through 114 countries in 3 months and infecting over 118,000 people. The spread wasn't anywhere near finished. COVID-19 caused by a novel coronavirus, a new coronavirus strain that has not been previously found in people. Symptoms include respiratory problems, fever, cough, and can lead to pneumonia and death. Like SARS, it's spread through droplets of sneezes. The first reported case was in China on November 17th, 2019.
Wow.
In the Hubble province, but went unrecognized. 8 more cases appeared in December, with researchers pointing to an unknown virus. Many learned about COVID-19 when
Ophthalmologist.
the guy that works with the eyes,
Yeah.
defied government orders and released safety information to other doctors. Fucking gangster.
Yeah, he died, too.
Dr. Li Wenliang. The following day, China informed WHO and charged Li with a crime. Li died from COVID-19 just a month later. Without a vaccine available, the virus spread beyond Chinese borders to nearly every country in the world. By December 2020, it infected more than 75 million people and led to more than 1.6 million deaths. Oh, December 2020. I was like, wait, why didn't we know about it then? The number of new cases was growing faster than ever, with more than 500,000 reported each day on an average.
Wow.
Well, that was a very informative little. It's crazy that if you told me at the very beginning of this that Tom would have COVID, I'd be like, he's dead.
Yeah.
But he's fine.
Yeah.
Said it wasn't that bad.
That's great.
And that Dr. Drew would have COVID, I'd been like, oh, he'd be fine. And you're like, oh wow, he had a rough run of it.
Yeah, right.
He's still having a rough run of it. He's still having a really rough run of it. I think, it's why I'm trying to lose weight is you don't want that where we've lost our children.
I know, right?
What?
Like if you guys got it, I don't think you'd even notice it.
Yeah, probably not. It'd be like having a cold. I mean, Isla's had the flu a couple times pretty bad.
Georgia, do you remember when we were in Australia and I came in from my show? I think I was at the Sydney Opera House, maybe, and I came in and I was like,
sick?
and I was like, oh, who's pizza? And I ate all Isla's pizza.
Oh my god, this story was so funny. He had I don't know what we were doing previously, but we had gotten pizza, and Isla doesn't eat the crust for pizza ever. She just leaves the crust. So Dad had gotten home, and he was like, "What the heck? You guys didn't leave me any pizza?" And we were like, "Oh, Lou, we didn't think you wanted any." So he ate all of Isla's crust and all my crust, and he went to bed and he was fine. And
hold on, but
and then the next morning, Isla started throwing up aggressively.
It was because of the airplane food.
Yeah.
She was puking,
and she had never thrown up in her life.
Aggressively,
No.
and she doesn't throw up. When she
never
gets sick,
thrown
she
up.
just doesn't throw up. So Dad came in with me. He was panicked. He was like, "I ate her pizza crust," and I was like, "Too bad." And he said,
Georgia was such an asshole. He goes, "It's too bad for you."
Hey, Mom, you want to go to the zoo? Yeah, let's go.
Yes,
See ya.
my mom and I went to the zoo and we saw the platypus.
We saw platypi. It was adorable.
And then what happened after when she thought you left? She was FaceTiming Dakota. You remember that?
Oh yeah, she wasn't sick at all.
She felt better after she got it out of her system.
Yeah, like we
She
left
really
to
did.
go.
When we were on an airline from Bali, and the food was dicey.
It was
dicey.
I was the only one that got something different.
But-
You both got salmon or
Yep,
something.
we got something. Yeah, I
it's
got
like
something
straight out of
different.
airplane where like you get the one thing and you like die.
Yeah, she got something different than we did, and she got sick.
Yeah, and then we went to the zoo, and Dad had like texted us, "Isla's totally fine," and he had like Isla thought he left or something, and she just got on FaceTime with her friend, and she was like,
She clearly felt better after she got that bad
and then
airplane
Dad
food
came out, and she was like, "I didn't know you were here." But like you had made it really convincing when we asked you if you wanted to go to the zoo. You were
I
like,
can't make it to the zoo.
I can't get up. I can't move on
Pretty
the
sure I have
bed.
the Peloponnesian flu.
So sad not to
I
see
think
the
I have
platypus.
leprosy.
So sad.
It's okay. Mom and I had fun.
So personally, one of my favorite things about the pandemic that
Oh
I
my
would like to
God.
continue after the pandemic is
Almost
over.
like she doesn't listen.
I am
right?
so sorry. This is my podcast.
Okay, but
This
we're
is
in the
not
middle. Okay,
yours.
listen. We're like
The
talking
story was
about-
over.
No, it's not. We are getting this conversation topic, and then as soon as no one talks for 2 seconds, we're like, anyway, so what did you guys enjoy?
Yes,
about my
it's
movie list?"
my podcast, and
What if-
I drive it.
What if
So,
what if they said that the bird that we had a new pandemic and it was spread by dogs and the only way to get rid of it was to get rid of your dogs? Would you be able
no,
to?
I would be fine.
What would you
getting
do?
sick.
What would you do?
we'd have to get sick in this house? We have too many dogs.
No, we
No,
just like
but or they said, or real quick, you just kill all your dogs
No,
and not get it.
no, we could
No.
just
And it
quarantine.
killed women of the age of 50 or ill.
You're just unhappy with
you
your
would
wife
celebrate
right now.
that
I'm
and
not-
say, "Bring
I'm-
along 2 more dogs, please."
I'd be like,
I
I'd be
need a
like,
chihuahua and the dog with the
Like,
most hair.
Guys, I hate to say this, but we rescued another dog.
I found this dog in the dumpster.
There's a dog that looked really sick. I brought it in. Leanne, you want to let it to sleep with you tonight on the couch?
You
Let
got
it
a
lick
good
under your
dog
nose.
right there.
This is a good looking dog.
So anyway, one of the things I would like to continue after the pandemic is over is our family movie watching nights.
that will not happen.
I will be
I'm just
I can
telling you what I
certain-
want.
Oh, they barely do it now. I'd be
Excuse
shocked
me?
if they watched my show tonight.
Oh,
I'm
you're
sorry.
so full of
What?
malarkey.
I'd be
That's
shocked.
not true.
We're doing it at 6.
Hey, let me tell you something. I
Someone's
think they've
throwing a
been pretty
pity
great
party.
with watching movies.
They have.
They've been really great.
They have.
What would you have done as a teenager?
I would have been with my parents, respecting them.
He would have been
Oh, really?
spooning with Papa, just
Aw,
spooning.
you guys would
I
have
cannot
finger fed
see
each other
that.
sandwiches.
I will say this. I am not comfortable with you living the way I lived at 16.
You don't have to worry about it. She can't.
I know that's
can't
why.
leave the house.
Yeah, I know. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of cool with this pandemic and you guys not leaving the house and not growing up.
Great.
I'm
It's
not.
been actually
healthy.
It's been
Not
there's a
entirely.
part of it that I will miss
Oh yeah, there's a huge part I will miss. I will miss seeing you guys all day, every day.
fucking day.
I will miss that.
all day.
Even though I could, you know,
Izzy
I
said
could use
no.
a break from time to time.
I couldn't.
I
It
could
has
too.
been really
couldn't.
nice
break.
to see you all day, every day.
Long break.
So we did a podcast a while back, and several people have. We talked about the movies we'd watched, the movies I wanted you to watch, and stuff. And I made like a list, and so many people have emailed me about movies, right, to watch. So I thought I would show this thing that we got for Christmas.
Shout out to Heidi Hemstreet.
Shout out to Heidi. 100
Her
movies
daughters
bucket
are
list.
Adorable.
It's this poster for anybody who wants.
Hey, that sounds
can see
creepy.
it.
If no one agrees with me, it sounds like I'm just like an old man saying.
I'll just stop talking. You guys go ahead and take over the podcast.
Here,
I
give
was
me-
trying
give
to
me-
talk about
give me-
something.
give me
Okay,
the
I know if I said her daughters are adorable and everyone sat there, now it sounds. I sound like a 40-year-old man going.
Pervert.
Yeah, I sound like a pervert. Yeah, we got a picture of them.
Yeah. we
Okay,
did.
let's open that up. Let's open that up, Leanne. Let's open that up.
Poor mom.
So for Christmas, we got this poster
Is it
that is a scratch off poster of 100 bucket list movies. People who can't see. It's like this little poster
Here.
that has little
Host,
scratch
hold
off.
it up. Hold it
I
up.
did, but there's people who are listening and not
Oh,
watching.
yeah. Oh, that's right. I thought it was.
So it came from a website called Uncommon Goods. I have notes about their list, but it's pretty cool. It's a good
It's a
place to
gray
start.
poster.
It's a
It's
gray
very
poster.
gray.
Yes. But we saw like 25 of the 100
Yeah.
And so we have 75 movies to watch.
Let me see.
Which is pretty crazy.
But every movie Isla chose, you guys were like, that's depressing.
Yeah,
I
like
was
Deer
like-
Hunter.
I
Don't
was
be
like the
me.
Deer Hunter, Brokeback Mountain. I want to watch these movies. We're like, no, we're not watching those as a family.
Some of them are
The
not
Dark
quite.
Knight, Pulp Fiction, City of God, Amelie, 12 Angry Men, Blade Runner, Clockwork Orange.
Isn't Amelie like a good movie?
Amelie's
a
great.
really great
I'm
movie.
gonna-
Amelie's great. It's a French film and it's subtitled. It's a love story.
Okay.
And it's wonderful.
I
Yes.
can't do that.
The Big
Oh,
Lebowski,
really?
Office Space we've watched. You need to scratch that off.
They need to scratch that off.
Excuse me.
Fight Club, I'd love to watch.
can
Snatch
do
is one of
that.
my favorite movies. Old Boy is fucking.
I feel like this is a very male focused list.
Yup.
Like it's very dude movie.
Yup.
Like A Clockwork Orange, I saw one time and was disturbed.
No,
Oh,
I was like,
I
I did not
accidentally
want to
watched
watch
that
that
on Netflix and it was so gross.
It's so
I had to turn
disturbing.
it off. I
What
was
is
like,
it?
What is this movie?
Yeah.
Uh,
There's like 4 Stanley Kubrick movies on
It's
this.
a bunch of redheads own a clock factory.
No.
A Clockwork Orange.
Gross.
I got it.
I was like, okay.
I mean, there's so much Stanley Kubrick, and then there's like other movies. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but there are other movies that are really great that aren't on the list. But it's a great place to start. Like if you're looking for a list of movies, then it's cool to scratch them off after you see them.
It's annoying to scratch the ones we've already seen off. We had to go.
It took a while.
What did you guys think of Shaun of the Dead?
I liked
It was
it.
really funny.
It was funny.
Do you like
Yeah.
it?
I didn't like the zombie part. I don't like zombies.
No, I don't either. But it was really funny, right?
After I watched that movie, I had a dream and everyone in it was British, and and it was really confusing because I woke up and I was talking in a British accent. And I was like, no,
No.
this is-
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun
I remember when you guys had a
Shaun.
period when you'd talk in British accents when we were in England. Do you remember that? And you were talking, and it was like you were making fun of them, but you didn't realize it. You were just excited to talk in a British accent.
You were just
I
picking up
remember-
on it.
I remember every time we went to the lake house, Georgia would now gain a southern accent and would just be like, I want some pecan pie. And then one would just be like, okay.
That's so funny you say that because on our digital picture frame, our skylight picture frame, there was a picture of the 3 of you in the back of Aunt Carol's truck. And Georgia's got this like elbows slung over her knees, like hands between her legs, kind of like real redneck kind of stance in the back of this truck. And I thought, every time Georgia goes to Georgia, she gets very Georgia. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
I'm a
like
What can I say?
You're a bad.
Hilaria Baldwin.
What can I say?
A what?
Hilaria?
Hilaria Baldwin?
Hilaria. Is that who's
I don't think her
Hilarious?
name's Hilaria.
It's not, so funny. That's the way I read it. I was like, what a cool.
She's so Hilaria.
Isn't her name Hillary?
I think it's Hilaria
Hilaria?
What is wrong with all?
or
Hilaria.
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 Or Hilaria.
Like malaria. It's not malaria.
Cool. So there were just making
That
up
girl,
names.
Hilaria Baldwin. Can I this sounds crazy. I want to defend her because everyone's attacking her
Why are
I'm-
they attacking her?
because she
Has
has
5 kids?
No, because she has a Spanish accent. I think she has a Spanish accent,
Ah,
and she's from Boston, but she talks with a pretty aggressive Spanish accent. But she
Is it real?
It's here's the question: Are accents real? Like, do you
Well, they are.
like? No, but I mean, like,
well, does
how-
she speak Spanish?
She does speak Spanish. I'm sure she does. But if she doesn't speak Spanish, then that is really fucked up. But
is she then appropriating?
that's what everyone's saying is that she adopted a personality to kind of sell it to people.
Got it.
But
To make
the
herself more
question is
interesting or something.
like how many people do you know that lived in the South and then don't have an accent or lost their accent? So hold
Right.
on. So if you're saying that someone can lose an accent, then clearly someone can gain an accent.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
a lack of an accent isn't simply you morphing into the normal.
right.
It's you morphing into a new accent. You're getting a new accent.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
what does she do? Like, what does she do?
I really don't know, George.
Like, is she like an influencer, or does she?
Oh, you got it?
I don't
okay.
know. You know,
Here.
I haven't lived in the South in a long time, and I can't really get rid of my accent.
No, I know, but that's because, it's a wall.
Do you think we have a delivery?
Can someone run and check the front door real quick?
So-
I'll play a clip of Hilaria. Oh, that was it, Halston. You sent me the right thing. Okay, you ready?
How's married life? Married life is really nice. You know, it feels different. It really feels
Different.
different. But I didn't think it was going to be different, but it feels quite
Going to
different.
be
What's the
different.
thing that surprised you the most?
I think just the fact that it feels different. You know, we like to say husband and wife a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a clear Spanish accent.
Yeah, it's pretty faint.
It's yeah, but I play Penelope Cruz next
It's
to her.
not like exaggerated.
It's not exaggerated,
No.
but
if it was
It's there.
exaggerated,
It's there for
Where
sure.
are you? Oh, he took me out
would
to
you say this woman was
Montauk.
born in
He said
Boston?
That was as close as he could get to Spain, to my family, and to Rome because we really like Rome.
Oh, so she's from Spain.
And,
No, she's not. No, look, I'm not
her
bagging
family
on this
from
lady.
Spain?
No, her family lives in Spain, but she was born in Boston, lived in Boston,
But-
never went to Spain at times.
but it like just because you were born and raised in Boston doesn't mean you immediately have a Boston accent.
Yeah, like some.
No, right. No, totally. I know. I'm actually defending her a tad bit because I know people that are from the South that leave the South and lose their accent.
Yeah.
And if it's acceptable to say, oh yeah, she lost her accent,
Yeah.
then clearly she didn't lose her accent. She gained a new one.
yeah, but like
She was born mom was born talking like this. Papa J.
I talked way worse than this.
and then Daniel doesn't have an accent at all, and he's lived in the South his whole life.
yeah.
Yeah, but
He doesn't?
No.
No,
that's a really
There's no
fascinating
accent.
concept.
It is. Abigail doesn't have much of one either. These are cousins back in Georgia.
Yeah.
They don't really have much of an accent. Neither one. But Stephanie does. Their mom.
So like
Stephanie.
who's someone that has a British accent and it's like Bono doesn't really have
Madonna.
no, but okay, now hold on. My question is, so Bono doesn't have that much of an Irish accent anymore,
Right.
Because he's lived all around the world.
Yeah.
But we blame Madonna for going over there and adopting a British accent.
Right. Right.
But Bono, if you were to flip it, and Ireland was America, where everyone, I think in America, we think we're a little more self-important. I think I'll say that we're very national focused in America.
yeah.
We look at Madonna, hear her talk, we're like, what a fucking phony. But then we hear Bono, and we're like, wow, he's losing his accent, as opposed to gaining ours.
Right.
You know, where you're like, yo, what the fuck happened to your accent,
Right.
man?
It's because
Like,
we're so self-important.
yeah,
as
talk the way you're
Americans.
supposed to talk instead of sounding like us. Isn't that interesting? Because like this woman, like accents are a fascinating thing. I'd love to hear, because I don't have an accent. I speak perfectly.
Oh, really?
Okay.
But that's the point. Is like the idea is to not speak with an accent. I used to have a joke where I went up in Scotland and I said, I'm from America, the greatest country in the world. And they started laughing and booing. And I said, easy, I can prove it. I was like, how come we don't speak with an accent? And they lost their fucking minds. And they were like, you have an accent to us. And I was like, no shit, dickhead. That's the joke.
Right.
But the idea that I believe I don't have an accent at all,
Right.
is a little narcissistic in the first place.
Well, yeah, we are a little bit of a self-focused.
Like, do you think
country.
British people
Isla,
think
are
they
you
don't?
on your phone?
No, my phone is over there. I'm
Do you
picking
think-
my finger.
Do you think
Oh.
British people don't think they have an accent?
They have a British
Yeah,
accent.
British accent.
No.
We have an American accent.
No, we don't. We speak normal.
No,
No.
we have. Well, I have a Southern accent.
Well, we're not
Okay,
like
Me
you
and
don't.
you
No kidding.
You don't
sound-
speak like this immediately.
No, but no, this is the way. Like, if a
like
lack
this
of,
isn't Plan A.
I believe that a lack of accent is what we sound like.
Well, yeah.
So bland.
I mean,
but that is
like-
pretty arrogant because
Exactly. That's my
our
point.
language is a mishmash of every European,
our language is
Scandinavian-
also like lazy British. Because like when we came
No,
here,
Southern
we
is
were-
lazy British.
Southern is
Southern
lazy
really
British.
is lazy.
Southern
British.
is lazy British. Yeah.
Yeah, but when like you when everyone come to America, weren't they all British?
Who's
No.
a British? Do we know a
No,
British
there were
Most
person?
British?
Scandinavians, Germans, Italians.
So then this is just like some weird.
The
Love
English
child of
language
every
is a
single-
mishmash
Love
of
child.
many different cultures and languages. The English language is very derivative of other languages. It's
No,
not.
like accent.
Well, I know that the Southern accent is directly
Here.
from the British accent.
One of the
You ready
things I
for
don't
this?
understand.
Appalachia, from what I understand, Appalachian accent is from Cockney accent.
One of the things I don't understand is why British people say chips and we say fries.
Oh, there's lots of stuff like
I
that.
don't like that.
Oh, you don't?
Brother,
Yeah.
what?
Okay, ready? Here's the question. I'm going to put it on to Instagram.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll hear We'll see what the response is.
Okay.
So majority of my fans are American. Okay.
Okay.
Or not fans, but the people on Instagram. You ready?
Fans.
So don't say anything. Hey guys, I'm wondering, when you hear the way I speak, does it sound like I have an accent? Yes or no? Do I have an accent? Yes or no?
Or am I
I
perfect
wonder. No,
in
but I
every
wonder
way?
if people will say, "No, you don't have an accent." Because if
wonder
they say
too.
I don't have an accent,
But that's
then
a
they
biased
assume-
answer.
I know,
because
but
you're
that's-
getting people who are mostly like you. That's biased. You're not asking a group of 100 random people. You're asking
Ooh,
people who like you
touche,
only.
Dad.
And people who find like likeness
Well,
within you.
ultimately, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
It should 100% be yes. You have an accent.
Yeah, it should.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
But people will say no because they hear me talk and they're like, "Oh, I don't hear anything special. I don't hear like, all right, mate," or like, you don't talk. I don't sound.
you sound like a
funny.
parrot.
All
Oh,
right. Oh, hello. This is this is an accent, huh? When you
No.
talk like this, eh?
Okay, I have another question that is not related to what you are talking about.
Wait, we are invested in this conversation.
Yes, Mom, we are digging deep
Oh.
into this, huh? I
Come on.
wonder if you speak Spanish with the English accent.
What is snag?
Snoop, I
That
love.
says Snoop.
Where do you see an A?
Snoop Daggy Dag.
It, like if anything,
Snag,
it looks
daggy,
like
dag.
NSV or SN.
So I asked you this question the last time we podcasted about the pandemic. I'm going to ask you this question again. Where is the first place you want to go vacation-wise when this is over?
Isla's hands up.
Isla, yes.
Iceland.
I was
Iceland.
like,
Oh, actually,
high
we
school that
planned
I've never
out
been
a
to.
European tour.
We did?
Yeah,
Dad
we
asked
planned-
this question a couple days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
in
Where
the
was
car.
I?
You were watching the dogs making. You were on vagina patrol.
No, you weren't. You were somewhere else.
No,
I
yeah,
think you were
this-
in class.
No,
That
No.
that would have been months ago.
no, Georgia.
Months?
Yeah, I haven't been in class since like the second week of December. A month ago.
No, Georgia. We were.
You were
talking
doing
about
something else.
Okay,
though.
answer the question. Isla said Iceland. Where's the first place you want to
Iceland.
go when we can go somewhere on
Iceland.
vacation, Georgia?
Probably back to London
Oh, yeah.
or Ireland. I want to go to Ireland. I think Irelandish. I think Irish accents are so fun.
Aren't they all like redheads?
No,
All of them.
every
The
single
whole
one.
population is redhead. Bert,
If you're not
Where
a
do you wanna
redhead,
go?
they'll eat you alive
I want
and your
to.
finger with leprosy.
I'll tell you what, and I don't know if it's because I'm watching the Crown
Mm-hmm.
and we watch Shaun of the Dead. I would really like to take. I would like to indulgently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking like indulgently take a little bit of a European tour.
Oh,
yeah.
I would like to. I would, and by the way, I would like to incorporate this into. Maybe we'll do this, on the ride back. We'll talk about this after, but I would like to go to Iceland. I would like to go to Ireland. I want to go to England. I want to go to France. I would like to go through Scandinavia, not necessarily like Finland,
But like Norway, Switzerland.
like Norway, Switzerland, Germany. Like I know that's not Scandinavia, but I would like
Yeah.
to. I would like to hit Europe. I'd like to spend 3 weeks doing it.
Wow. That's intense.
Yep.
Izzy wants to go to
I
Czechoslovakia.
want you guys to come meet me in Eastern Europe,
No one thinks I'm fun.
and we'll work our way back, and we'll fly out of Ireland into Iceland and get ourselves home.
Interesting.
Baby day.
Maybe. I would like to go to the lake house in Lake Wedowie.
I would too.
You both looked at me because I know I fucking. That's doable. We can do that. Like let's. What I'm talking like.
so let's do
Can we like? Can we?
No,
do
that is
the-
what I wanna
Can we
do.
do the surfboard thing that I'm good at?
You're a surfboard.
The-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wake
we-
surfing.
Yeah.
I want to do that. Besides that, I think I do want to go to Maui.
Oh, we're going to Maui.
I want to go to Maui.
We're going to Maui in when?
Well, hopefully in July.
Yeah, in July we're going to Maui.
Do you know that? We're going to Maui in July because Dad is working there.
Oh, what?
July 29th and July 30th. Guys, I haven't announced these dates yet.
Any wife of the
Unofficially.
party fan?
Yeah, any wife of the party fans, aloha. I can't wait to go to fucking Maui. I can't
Aloha.
wait.
I'm
I
ready for that.
can't fucking wait. Hawaii is my favorite place on the planet.
Okay, restaurant.
Okay, I guess we'll
is there a restaurant that you want to go to as soon as this opens? Yes.
4 and 20.
Shakies.
Foreign Doors
Shakey's?
closed.
You want to go to Shakey's?
You're a gross little mongrel.
And Dad wants to go to 4 and 20. 4 and 20 closed.
I know.
It's a
Okay, I'll
bummer.
tell you where I want to go.
I want to go to Shakey's.
Let's go to that fish and chips place we went to where we felt like we were going to throw up 2 seconds later.
We had looked
Or
at
we
that
literally
fish and chips.
chugged a gallon of grease and we're like, yeah, we're good.
Excuse me, I never went there.
Good. Keep it that way.
I want to go to salsa and beer.
Ooh.
I tell you what, I kind of like I miss having like a cold beer at Salsa and Beer.
Oh, salsa and beer, for anybody listening, is a local Mexican restaurant. They have a couple of different locations, but it's the best Mexican food I've ever had. I love it. It's Zacateca, right?
What's that?
That's the chef, I think. Zacateca, or maybe that's where he's from.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really good food. They have a bean dip there. Shut up. Georgia restaurant.
Probably salsa and beer because I wasn't a big fan of Mexican food before. Like every time we'd go, I didn't want to go because I just never really liked Mexican food. But now I'm like,
It's grown on you.
yeah, excuse me. Now I really like it.
77% of the people say I don't have an accent.
Aha! That's fast.
Interesting.
You don't?
So what restaurant, Bert, 4 and 20?
No, if 4 and 20, I'm just bummed it's gone.
Me too.
I think
I could go to Lowry's the prime rib also.
no. I mean, you're talking about my first meal back
Yeah.
where we get to go somewhere.
Yeah.
This is like a question like, what meal would you have right before you get put in the electric chair?
Oh, yeah. Similar question. Yes.
I'll tell you, I would.
Your last
What?
meal would be
You know
McDonald's.
this? Okay, you ready for
Chemicals
me?
on a bun?
Yeah. What's your?
I would want to go to somewhere up at Universal City Walk, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because I want to go be around people.
Oh,
and I want
got
to
it.
walk around people. I want to go into
people
stores.
watch.
Boring.
That's cool.
I want to go back to Universal. I have so many memories of Universal.
Yeah.
I was so upset when what's it called? Halloween Horror Nights was closed.
I want to
Yeah.
do that.
That was
You're looking
so
forward to
fun. That was so fun.
I'd be so scared.
And my
Well,
friend
hopefully
got
this
scared
coming
by
year-
a gingerbread man.
You'll be able to do it.
What Michelle Wolf just texted me and said, I don't think you're going to make 2,000 miles this year.
No.
She goes, why don't you shoot for 1,500?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm already looking at 5.5 miles that I have to do tonight.
Ugh.
I have a movie, I have a TV show premiere. I have Buffalo Wild Wings getting delivered.
I'm ready. I'm starving.
It should be here at 5 o'clock, but we got to wait till 6 to eat it.
I know.
What?
Or we can eat it now and just.
Do what?
Can we just show up the boxes? Just be like, look what was in here.
We couldn't wait, guys. Couldn't wait. What is the first thing you're gonna buy for the new house when we move? Yes, Ila.
I'm going to buy.
I was like, a golf cart so I can get around
No,
and
I didn't think this far ahead. Georgia, you go.
Can I say what I'm like most excited to put in my room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maurice, the seal or the walrus
Oh
that
my
is in the
God.
garage.
The
I
monk
love
seal
that
statue.
Yes,
guy.
I'm so excited for that because it's such a comfortable chair.
He is
You just like
actually.
straddle it
Yeah.
What?
and you feel like
He's
a
a
child.
statue.
I know. He's tall enough and his tail like winds around that it's a seat.
Yeah,
I'm
my
so
God.
excited
Really
to put
comfy.
that in my
Okay,
room.
so when we bought this house, the lady we bought the house from was very old, and the house was
Super
furnished in the
Shout out
70s,
to Thelma.
and she left a lot of furniture, including statues. We have several statues. We had one of Don Quixote. We have one of Hercules. We had one of a Mayan god, and we had a monk seal. And I
love
was
him.
going, we gave the Don Quixote to our gardener. We're keeping Hercules and we're keeping the Mayan god. But I was definitely going to get rid of the monk seal.
No.
And Georgia has decided to keep,
Absolutely
I
not.
guess, Maurice, the monk seal.
Maurice.
Yeah, Maurice.
Because I originally named him Trevor, and when we were moving stuff out of the garage, I was like, Isla, don't touch Trevor. And then Parfait was like, what? And so I was like,
Oh,
I guess I have
geez.
to
Never
change
mind.
the name. So now it's Maurice.
Who's perfect?
All right, Isla,
Trevor.
what are you looking forward to putting in your room or buying? Or
I was
Towels.
like, a gun.
towels?
A gut? No. My axes.
Your axes?
So because
You're
I
gonna
have.
hang them on your wall.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why
I am the last person to get murdered, or the first one, but the first one's
You're the
probably the
first.
most
No,
unlikely.
why would you be first?
Because
You're the farthest from the...
Because she's the palest. She doesn't blend
Oh my God, I
in.
just realized why you picked your room to be where it is.
It's the farthest from any entrance.
Yeah.
So no one can murder you first.
And you
Yeah.
can't
People can
get
get
in
in
her
your
room.
closet without
Okay,
you
excuse
knowing.
me. Can I talk?
Yes.
Okay, so
Georgia, let her
so,
talk.
First, they'll kill you guys. Then they'd go upstairs, kill Georgia. Then they'd come back to me, and I wouldn't be there because there's a window in my closet I can get out of onto the roof. I can jump down. Probably hurt myself. But
Shinny down.
So
then
ready?
I can.
So this is my impression of the night the Kreisers die.
Wait, Isla, what's to say that I won't escape too?
Isla wakes up.
we're both
Ah,
upstairs.
Shit. They're killing people. I got about 5 minutes to get out that window. Time to find my closet because there's clothes everywhere. Izzy, Mac, let's get the fuck out of here. Mona. Mona's staring at the front door. Just going, fucking.
Mona's
No,
taken
but
hostage.
if they could get in my room through the gate, through the window above my bed or the window in my closet, which
Well,
is really unlikely,
It
but
would be very,
Izzy.
very unlikely.
unless if there is this assassination.
Dad, what are you looking forward to
Assassination.
putting in the new house?
A child.
a foster child.
Guess what?
I
Leanne's
love-
pregnant.
I love.
No.
I love.
I don't know. If I.
You're gross.
I'm the first thing. I'm ready to buy a bottle of champagne to celebrate us getting into the house.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready for the first
Nerd.
night into the house. This fucking house is taking forever. This goddamn pandemic. I know that's the first world problems is that you buy
Totally,
a house and
yeah.
it takes a year and a half to redo when it should take 6 months.
Right.
But
It's
you know,
okay.
it's fine.
We're very blessed to be able
yeah.
to
I'm
do
I'm totally fine with it. People are going through a lot worse,
it.
and
For sure.
and I'm by the way, we may go through a lot worse before then.
Yes.
So that's what sucks about what's going on right now is that the uncertainty is a tad bit exhausting. The uncertainty of life. You can't celebrate certain things. You go, don't get too excited and get near people. Don't. And then I look at people on Instagram. Like I saw like these 4 friends of mine doing a promo video for a show they have tonight, and they were all like on top of each other. And I'm like, so wait, has everyone been like? And by the way, they're
going on?
all
Yeah.
overweight. And I'm like, you guys not worried about this virus at all? Maybe we'll get through the other side of this virus and they'll be like, oh, just so you know, it didn't, like those were all make-believe stories we told you guys.
No, that's not true. That won't happen.
When you hear about the fucking congressman and from Louisiana who was 42 and died, and then you're like, well, what the fuck happened? Why him? And then they're like, oh, by the way, he was a crackhead. And then you're like, why wouldn't you put that in the article?
He
Like,
was?
No, I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
that's how.
He's saying that like the news could be like emphasizing it more to scare
right.
you.
One of the things that bums me out about what's happened with media is that the alt-right has taken this fake news, fake media stuff and pumped it up. But there is fake media. It's very real.
Well,
I sent you an article that said 1 in 5 people in Los Angeles County have coronavirus.
right.
That was
Well, I guess
the
we're fine.
title of the article.
The headline, yep.
And then in the article, they're like, well, not 1 in 5. 1 in 5 we get tested. And you're like, put that in your fucking headline.
Right.
Because people only read headlines, and that's a quick way around fake news.
Well, the news changed when CNN came about. News stopped being a public service, and it started being entertainment.
Yeah.
And so CNN and cable news in general are really what has destroyed the news, because when we were kids, there were 3 major channels, ABC, NBC, CBS. Each one had a news anchor. Each news anchor could be trusted to report the news without bias, to just report the news. And it was just known that that hour was not a moneymaker. It was a loss leader for that network as a public service, as a civil service for our country. And when cable news came about, cable news started getting headlines because they didn't feel it was a public service, and they made it a moneymaker. And so to compete, ABC, CBS, and NBC had to do the same. And I think it was a real turning point in our country when that started happening.
Yeah, I was writing an article for journalism about because like kids at my school didn't know how the electoral college worked. So I was writing an article about, and I didn't know how it worked. Like I just had no idea about how it does work. And I had to go through like 10 different websites and pull unbiased opinions because most websites were like leaning towards one side, and it was really hard to find information on something like that.
Just
And I was like,
information.
are you kidding me? It's something you should know if you're voting. And no website just said, here's how it works.
Right.
They like went into detail about certain parts.
Philosophies.
Yeah, and philosophies and
opinions
why these people did this. And I was like, I just want to know how it works.
That is so much of politics in general. And I think you have to have an opinion. You're a human being.
Mm-hmm.
But you should strive first to figure out the facts.
Yeah, like you
And
should
then
get the
formulate.
skeleton of what's happening, and then you can add on your
full
opinions.
Depends if you want to hear the facts that make you feel good or the ones that make
No,
you angry.
the full facts. You should
no.
have
But that's what
the full facts.
sometimes people. What happens is people just want the facts that make them angry, or the facts that make them
Well, that's what the news reports.
excited.
That's probably why they report it, to like get a reaction.
The
Yeah,
news
that's- yeah.
reports the facts that make you inflamed.
Like the fact that one of my friends yesterday tweeted out, "Hey, the Celtics are playing the Heat tomorrow," and
The what?
the Celtics are playing
Basketball
the Heat.
team.
Like it was
Seltzer?
like that's not important, Isla.
How?
There's a basketball game tomorrow night, and with what's going on in our country with the uprising and insurgency or whatever, armed insurgency, I forget what exact terms. By the way, it sucks that even if you don't use exact terms, then people think that you politically did that divisively to fuck them.
Right.
It's so fucked right now.
It is.
That I'm like,
Everything's very rigid.
that everyone, this woman tried to get everyone to attack my buddy who said there's basketball. How dare you? You've made money off both sides. Pick a side of the fence. And I wanted to I've said his name, who it is that said this about him, but I won't say it now. But I wanted to so badly to like grab her tweet, quote tweet it, and go, hey guys, this woman's looking for a fight. Anyone feel like fighting with her?
Right.
And then go, why don't you guys go fight? We're going to stay over here and go, yeah, this is absolutely horrible. This is a horrible time in our country. Everyone can agree on that. By the way, I don't agree in rioting at all on
No.
either side of the
No
fence.
violence
I
ever,
don't believe
no.
in destruction of American property.
No.
I don't believe in any of that. And that's how everyone should feel. However, some people just seem to see their politics in it and then go, oh, but when they do it, and you're like, well, no, fuck off. No one should do it. No one should destroy anyone's property. No one should. I don't think you should be fighting police officers or trying to riot. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. That is just how I was raised.
Peaceful protest.
Peaceful. Protest all you fucking want.
Peaceful.
That is what's beautiful about
And
our
go through
country.
the proper channels. One of the senators stood up yesterday and said, the voting laws in the state are state governed. If you have a problem with your state's voting procedure, you should go to your state legislature. Our job is to accept the electoral votes, open them, and count them. That is the federal government's job. So the people who were protesting yesterday were protesting at the wrong place. I mean, it was just
So let's not get into.
No, let's not get into
because it's silly because it will upset people, and that is not the point
No.
of this podcast. Is to get people riled up or to get people patting themselves on the back with whatever your politics are.
no.
I wish we could go back to a place where you don't discuss religion or politics or money. But I love talking about money.
Money.
Discussing money is very healthy, I think, as
Yeah.
long as you do it with humility and grace.
Just as long as everyone
What are you
knows
gonna
that
title this
whatever-
podcast?
Little people talk.
Little people talk.
Good job.
I think that's very, very accurately describing.
Bert
this
gets mad
podcast.
at Mac for
I
sitting
think
on
we
Ila.
could call it the Kreischer family
Tigers.
holiday recap. I don't know.
Can we do the
We
tigers?
talked about the holidays for like 2 seconds.
I know
though.
because you guys keep waylaying my plan.
Well, excuse me, I've
Bro.
barely talked in this.
You
so I'm not
barely
doing
talked.
you
I
had
know.
a dog on top of you.
You're fired.
Well,
Well,
just
I always have fun having you on the podcast. Thank you. I mean,
only me.
my podcast canceled and then my replacement was unavailable. And so you guys were once again my sub. But I think you did a good job.
We're never first choice.
So we're getting dressed up for the Go Big Show?
Yager. Isla's wearing her wedding
Do
dress.
that.
Oh my God!
What?
I looked at Tom fall again.
This is self-sabotage.
And when you moved his hand.
Okay, well,
Let me just eat the little noodle.
let's wrap it up,
I should have
people.
taken his arm and gone waka 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 waka.
No, that
Let
I
me
can't
play
even
this for you.
watch it.
Awa, 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 awa.
You
go
should have like
this.
put his hand over his head like this.
I should have taken it and put it over his head and go, it looks like you're hurting.
or over his mouth like this. Oh my god.
What if I had taken his hand and put it over his mouth? I was like, shh. Or what if I had taken his hand and put it over his eyes and closed his eyes like he was dead?
Or you take his hand and like pet his face. You're gonna be okay.
Could he move his hand?
Stop hitting yourself.
No, he
Stop
still
hitting
can't,
yourself.
baby.
He still can't move his hand.
No, that's why he has that Thanos glove on.
Thanos.
Thanos.
So he
Nah.
can strengthen the nerves.
Yowza.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, I can say this. I feel that we are very lucky and we are very blessed that we get along as well as we do, that we all get along and that we're all healthy, that we've been managing our pandemic the best of our ability. I think we've done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
So
has this been going on for?
3 days.
This pandemic?
Yeah, like
March,
beginning
April,
of
May, June,
school?
July, August, September, October, November,
Beginning
December,
of
January.
school this year?
10 months.
10 months?
It's 10 months.
When this started, they
I've been in
said
this house for 10 months.
Yeah.
when this started, they said this is going to last till the end of the year, and I was like, no fucking way.
Right?
They said September, and I was like, okay, it's fine.
they said the beginning of the school year.
Yeah.
They said we'd be back by school year.
I think you'll probably go back to school next fall. I don't think you'll go to school this year. I'll be really surprised.
And we paid for that?
Yeah.
You think you get some sort of rebate?
You'd think so, but no. I mean, the teachers are still all
gonna
doing their
go on for a
job.
while.
But
So
we're not in school.
anyway,
Whoa.
I love you guys.
Okay.
And I'm really glad that you podcasted
Stop it.
today. Oh my
Hey, that
God.
was not
And
a-
this is the
that's-
last time I'm going to have you on because this has been absolute chaos.
Hey,
You're talking.
Izzy.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you guys are absolute chaos.
Excuse me, I did absolutely
Good.
nothing.
This is good organized chaos.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I love you too. No one else said it
Wait,
back.
what is arson?
I'm the
again?
only one who loves you, Mom.
I know you are
Isn't
the only one
arson
who
like
loves
building
me.
down a building?
Building down buildings?
It's lighting a building on fire. You've
Burning.
done it before.
I have.
You lit your room on fire.
All right, guys.
All right.
It was a great podcast. I
Anyway.
love you too.
Love you
Izzy,
guys.
Izzy, I love you.
Love you,
Mac?
Izzy.
Izzy, I
Mac,
love your book.
Mac, I love you.
Thanks, everybody,
See,
for
listen to this. Listen to this.
listening.
They're
She
gonna hump
starts
each
this.
other.
She starts this. And look what he does. Look at this.
It's because it's like
Right
a
now,
dog whistle.
everyone's dog in their house is losing their fucking mind, Isla. Hey, all right.
Okay. All right. And
Bye.
scene. Love you guys.
Love you too, baby.
Love you, Mom.